Imagine a library so secret that only a few people in the world are allowed access to it. A place that holds forbidden manuscripts, historical documents that could rewrite the history of humanity, and even occult texts that challenge what we know about the divine. This is not a legend. This is the Vatican Apostolic Library. In this video, we will explore the mysteries surrounding this legendary collection. What secrets are hidden behind its doors? What does the Church not want us to know? And is there, among its shelves, knowledge capable of changing everything we believe? Get ready, because this journey might be more revealing than you imagine. The Vatican Library, officially known as the Biblioteca Apostolica Vaticana, is one of the oldest and most enigmatic collections in the world. Officially founded in 1475 by Pope Sixtus IV, it is believed that its secret archives have existed for much longer. What sets this library apart from any other? It's not just its vast collection of books, but the restricted access to its contents. Unlike public libraries where anyone can enter and read books, the Vatican Library is shrouded in mystery and control. Only selected scholars with special permissions and convincing justifications are allowed to flip through its pages. But why? What is hidden there that needs to be so carefully protected? At the heart of the Vatican Apostolic Library, there is more than just historical records, books, and encyclopedias. Among its shelves and secret corridors lie manuscripts that challenge conventional knowledge, texts that, for centuries, have been kept away from the public eye. These forbidden manuscripts are considered so dangerous, so subversive, that the Catholic Church itself condemned them to silence. Perhaps the most famous of these texts is the Gospel of Judas, a manuscript found in 1978 in a region of Egypt, dating back to the 2nd century. This gospel presents a radically different narrative than the one found in the canonical Gospels. In it, Judas Iscariot is not the betrayer as traditionally depicted in the Bible. Instead, he is Jesus' closest disciple, the one who truly understood the Master's intentions. According to the Gospel of Judas, Jesus revealed to Judas the necessity of his betrayal, considering that, to fulfill the destiny of his earthly mission, he had to be handed over to the Romans. Instead of being considered a traitor, Judas is seen as the divine instrument that enables Jesus' spiritual ascension. Therefore, this gospel calls into question the very Christian narrative and offers a radically different view of how the Church and traditional history understand the relationship between Jesus and Judas. For this reason, it was widely rejected by the Church and placed in the category of Gnostic texts. The truth revealed by the Gospel of Judas is profound, but its impact on traditional Christianity would be devastating, and perhaps that is why it was excluded. The Knights Templar, a medieval military order that gained great power and influence, were accused of heresy in the early 14th century. During the reign of King Philip IV of France, the order was dismantled, its members tortured and burned at the stake. But what the Church never told the world was the fate of their secret archives. During the Templar persecution, many documents were seized and sent directly to the Vatican. Detailed records about the Holy Grail, alchemical practices, and even secret rituals of the order. These files were considered so dangerous and mysterious that over the centuries, they have been kept under lock and key, never revealed to the public. The Holy Grail, a symbol tied to divine power, seems to have been central to the Templars. If documents about the Grail really exist in the Vatican, they could represent profoundly hidden knowledge about the true nature of this artifact and its hidden power. Over time, the Templars and their relationship with the Grail have generated numerous conspiracy theories, and the Vatican has never allowed these secret records to come to light. Another forbidden text said to rest within the walls of the Vatican Library is the correspondence of Mary Magdalene. This collection of letters, allegedly written by Mary Magdalene herself, offers a completely different view of the traditional representation of women in the Church. In many of these letters, Mary Magdalene is portrayed not as a mere follower, but as a central figure in Jesus' ministry, someone with whom he shared secret revelations. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene, discovered in 1896, also references the secret role she played, highlighting her spiritual importance far beyond the simplified version presented in the Scriptures. She not only understood Jesus' teachings, but also interpreted them uniquely, often in disagreement with the male-dominated vision of the Church. These letters could revolutionize the understanding of early Christianity, showing that the early church was much more inclusive and diverse than the canonical scriptures suggest. If these texts were revealed to the public, they could question the entire patriarchal structure of the church and its approach to women in the divine role. It is also said that, within the mysterious Vatican Library, there are manuscripts suggesting that humanity has already had contact with beings from other worlds. These texts propose that religion is not merely a spiritual search, but a response to transcendental encounters with civilizations beyond Earth. Some scholars believe that the Vatican holds records about celestial visitors and even hidden instructions on how humanity can connect with beings from other existential planes. What else might the Vatican be hiding within its imposing walls? The idea of a universal truth, a knowledge shared between the divine and the extraterrestrial, challenges the traditional view of the Church. If these texts truly exist, they could represent the key to a new understanding of our place in the universe. The Inquisition, one of the darkest periods in the history of the Catholic Church, was not only a time of religious persecution, but also an instrument of control. Through the flames of the stake and the shadows of torture, the Church not only tried to eradicate heresies, but also concentrated power over knowledge, shaping the narrative of humanity according to its own vision and needs. The Church feared not only the threat of divergent beliefs, it feared the subversion of knowledge that could shake its spiritual authority. What would happen if the masses began to question the sacred teachings? Or worse yet, discovered hidden knowledge that challenged established dogmas? The manipulation of truth became one of the Church's main weapons, and the Vatican Library, with its ancient secrets, was and still is a fortress of control over knowledge. During the centuries of the Inquisition, many manuscripts and ancient books were destroyed, but the most insidious loss is what was hidden away in the shadows of history. Texts containing ancestral wisdom and philosophies offering a different vision than the one the Church sought to promote were suppressed. Among the most notable were the texts of Aristotle, Plato, and Hellenistic thinkers, who had a more rational approach to the world and spirituality. Hermeticism, an esoteric tradition dating back to ancient Egypt, was one of the Church's main targets. Its teachings on spiritual awakening and cosmic unity were considered dangerous because they offered a vision of the divine that did not rely on the Church's mediation. The secret knowledge of alchemy, astrology, and Kabbalah was seen as a direct threat to the monopoly the Church held over knowledge. The destruction of these books and the repression of their study were not mere acts of censorship. They represented an attempt to erase the collective memory of humanity, suppressing millennia of wisdom that could liberate the spiritual and intellectual potential of humankind. Books like the Corpus Hermeticum and other esoteric writings were among the most sought after by inquisitors. But the control over knowledge was not limited to the physical destruction of texts. It was also a battle for the dominance of truth, a struggle to ensure that only the official versions of history and religion survived. Is much of what we know today about religion and history carefully edited? If these documents really exist, how is the control maintained so that no one can see them? The Vatican Library has one of the strictest security systems in the world. There are restricted areas where only a few people can enter, and the secret archives are guarded 24 hours a day. Some researchers who have gained access report that they cannot even touch the documents. They must conduct their studies through screens or digital copies selected by the Vatican itself. Even more, any scholar who tries to disclose sensitive material can be permanently banned from the library. What exactly are they hiding? Comment below with your thoughts on this. And thank you for watching. But the mysteries don't end here. There are rumors of ancient maps locked away in the Vatican archives. Maps that depict continents and landmasses long before their official discovery. Some claim these maps show Antarctica without ice, suggesting knowledge of the world's geography that predates modern cartography by centuries. One such map, known as the Piri Reis map, is often cited as evidence of ancient advanced civilizations. If similar documents exist in the Vatican, they could rewrite our understanding of history and the progress of human exploration. Additionally, whispers of medical manuscripts detailing forgotten remedies and ancient cures circulate among researchers. Some claim the Vatican holds texts with knowledge of natural healing methods suppressed in favor of modern pharmaceuticals. Could this lost wisdom provide breakthroughs in modern medicine if revealed? There are also stories of prophecies hidden deep within the archives, predictions said to extend far beyond the famous Third Secret of Fatima. These prophecies reportedly foretell global events, societal shifts, and even technological advancements. If true, why does the Vatican choose to keep such foresight from the world? The Vatican Library is not just a collection of religious texts, it's a vault of human history, spirituality, and perhaps even the unknown. With such secrecy, one can't help but wonder, is the Vatican protecting humanity from dangerous truths, or is it simply preserving power by controlling access to knowledge? The debate continues among historians, theologians, and conspiracy theorists alike. Until the day these doors fully open, the true extent of the Vatican's secrets remains speculation. But the questions they raise are undeniably compelling. As technology advances and access to information becomes more democratized, will we one day see the Vatican's walls of secrecy crumble? Or will the guardians of knowledge find new ways to protect their ancient treasures from prying eyes? For now, the Vatican Library stands as a symbol of both enlightenment and control, a reminder that knowledge, in the wrong or right hands, can shape the course of civilization. So what do you think lies behind those locked doors? Could the revelations within reshape our understanding of history, spirituality, and humanity itself? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. But one more question lingers. If the Vatican truly holds answers to humanity's greatest questions, how long can they keep the truth buried? As we continue to uncover fragments of suppressed history, the pressure to unveil these secrets grows stronger. Perhaps the greatest mystery is not what lies in the Vatican's vaults, but why those secrets remain hidden. Are they protecting us from knowledge we're not ready for? Or are they safeguarding power built upon selective truths? The Vatican Library stands as both a fortress and a paradox, promising enlightenment while concealing it. The pages of history, spirituality, and science locked within its walls might hold the answers to questions humanity has asked for centuries. In the end, the true power of the Vatican Library is not just in the knowledge it holds, but in the control it exerts over what we are allowed to know. And as long as those doors remain closed, the line between truth and myth will remain blurred. So we leave you with this thought. If knowledge is power, who truly holds the keys to that power? The answer might lie deep within the silent corridors of the Vatican Library, waiting for the day the world is finally ready to know the truth. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay questioning, and until next time, keep exploring the mysteries that shape our world. But what if the secrets held in the Vatican Library extend beyond historical and religious matters? Some researchers speculate that scientific breakthroughs, energy technologies, and even ancient blueprints for advanced machinery might be tucked away within the archives. Could it be that discoveries like free energy, sustainable agricultural practices, or even early understandings of quantum physics were documented centuries ago and quietly archived? The idea might sound like science fiction, but history has shown that powerful institutions often guard knowledge that could disrupt the status quo. Consider the countless texts lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Works of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine that could have accelerated human progress by centuries. If the Vatican possesses similar knowledge, the implications are staggering. Some scholars even suggest that suppressed texts from the Renaissance period, documenting breakthroughs in anatomy and medicine, were hidden away to prevent challenges to church doctrine. Imagine if cures for diseases or holistic approaches to well-being were quietly shelved while modern medicine evolved without them. Beyond science, what about the artistic treasures the Vatican may hold? Rare sketches, forgotten masterpieces, and even controversial artworks that challenge religious norms might lie protected, their stories untold. There are also whispers of psychological texts, ancient methods for understanding the human mind and consciousness. Could the Vatican hold insights into mental health and spirituality that were once deemed too radical for the world to embrace? And then there's the question of historical continuity. Some believe the Vatican possesses genealogical records tracing lineages far beyond what is publicly known. Could these documents reveal forgotten dynasties or connections between ancient civilizations long thought to be unrelated? As we unravel the threads of possibility, one thing becomes clear. The Vatican Library is more than a repository of old books. It's a vault of potential revelations, truths that could reshape our understanding of civilization itself. The secrecy surrounding these archives only fuels speculation. Why would an institution dedicated to faith and enlightenment guard knowledge so fiercely? Is it fear of societal upheaval, or is it about preserving a narrative that maintains the Church's influence? Perhaps the Vatican's role is more complex. Maybe it sees itself as a guardian, protecting humanity from knowledge that could be misused or misunderstood. After all, history has shown that powerful discoveries can lead to both progress and destruction. But who decides what knowledge is safe to share? And when, if ever, will the world be deemed ready to face the truths hidden behind the Vatican's walls? With each passing year, as technology advances and information becomes harder to suppress, the Vatican's hold on these secrets may weaken. Will future generations finally unlock the answers that have remained obscured for centuries? Or will the Vatican adapt, finding new ways to safeguard its treasures while the world continues to wonder what lies within? One thing is certain: as long as the Vatican Library remains closed to the public, its secrets will continue to inspire curiosity, debate, and the relentless pursuit of truth. So we leave you with this final thought. If the answers to humanity's greatest questions truly lie within the Vatican's archives, how long can the truth remain hidden before the world demands to know?